And yeah, you heard right. So, Emilie-Kate. Got two names. It's very pretentious. It gets worse than that, actually. It's not just a double-barreled pretentious name. Emily is spelt with an I-E. You know, it's in French way. Yeah. I'm not French. I changed it when I was 13, going through this really obnoxious, pretentious, hormonal phase, which I really did hope I might be nearing the end of by now. But yeah, so I'm 45, I've got two kids, I really feel like it's time to grow up, but I'm 13 in my head, no question. And you know, I look grown up, I sound grown up, apparently I sound like Alexa. I'm not sure. Here's what I found on the web. So, you'd think that, therefore, I could behave like a grown-up, but it is a bit useful sometimes, sort of appearing like a grown-up and being a 13-year-old in your head. So, I tell you where it's useful, like job interviews. So I'm pretty good at job interviews. You know, I walk in kind of smart, and I sound quite nice, and I convince these employers I am capable and responsible. And I am neither of these things. And it doesn't work everywhere though. I'm divorced and I've been trying to date. Man, I'm shit at dating. I just get kind of nervous, and I think as well, you know, it's this voice. I just think I kind of don't come across as kind of sweet and bubbly. I think somehow I'm just a bit austere and condescending. That's when you talk down to people. So it's not ideal, and I'm not the best on the dates either. I've got a little dog who I love, and I take her with me because she's a good icebreaker, but she's more nervous than I am, right? So she sits on my lap, and she's quite small, so she's shaking away sitting on my lap. So I'm just going to demonstrate, right? So I'm sitting across from Mr. Bumble or Mr. Hinge or whatever, and I'm sitting there stroking my little dog who's shaking away. And I'm looking at him, and I'm really trying to figure out what he looks like, because I don't like to wear my glasses on dates, right? If I don't wear them, then both of us, you look younger. So I'm squinting at him and stroking the dog. And I've got this terrible tic. This is an age thing, like women over 40. A couple of years ago, I found a chin hair. Right? So I am like with this tic where I'm checking all the time for the chin hairs. So I'm squinting, I'm stroking the dog, and I'm checking for chin hairs. And I realise at this point I am coming across less sexy dates and a bit more Bond villain. No, Mr. Bumble, I expect you to pay. Yeah, it's not my thing. I'm not good at dating. It's one of the many grown-up things I'm not good at. And I've been asking my parents for a bit of help, because they know, I'm just checking that I'm on the right track here. They're keen for me to grow up, since I'm 45, and in my head I'm 13. So they said, we'll help you, darling, what do you need? So I thought I better start saving up, and I better start acting like a grown-up. So I thought I better start saving up for an actual house. Because where I've been staying since my divorce, I've got two kids, by the way, and this dog. And we've been staying in a slightly sort of basic place, which has really thin walls. And so I can hear my neighbours having sex. Which is fine, per se. It's not that I mind hearing them, it's that if I can hear them, they can hear me ask my dog if she's my best friend 10 times a day. So I decided I'm gonna move in with my parents for a bit, save some money. And they live in Surrey, so I have to be very well behaved. So no more bottomless brunches, no more drag bingo, no more sex parties in K, that's it, right? Anyway, there are no sex parties in Surrey. I mean, I don't think anyone can be bothered to write the thank you notes afterwards. So I moved in with them, and they're like, we're going to help you, darling. We're going to help you become a grown-up. So my mum's teaching me to cook, which is really nice of her, and so I bought some cookery books, because my grandfather, he used to say, darling, if you could read, you can cook. He's so lovely, my granddad. He's a great philosopher. I mean, well, he was illiterate and starving, but he was a great philosopher. So my mum's been teaching me, and she's like, Dom, you need to eat a bit healthier. You know, can't keep just eating all these takeaways. You know, you're putting on weight more and more and more. I think it's the dominoes effect. So you, darling, let's get some kale. My mum didn't teach me how to cook kale, right? There is a trick. Oil. Did you know this? It's the only way to cook kale. If you add enough oil, it slides much more easily into the bin. So, don't tell my mum I threw away the kale. Christ. You can't throw away anything with boomers in the house, right? They're like, it's a waste. It's a terrible waste. It's a terrible waste to charge your phone. You mustn't. I better turn the phone battery off. It wastes the battery. It's a terrible waste. Don't buy a coffee. There's coffee at home. Terrible waste. Everything's a waste, except one area where the roles are completely reversed, right? And that's printing. Right? I don't print anything. I don't own a printer. My parents, they print everything. They print boarding passes, they print tickets, they print directions, they print instruction manuals. My mother was like, who's the 12th apostle? Let's just print the whole fucking New Testament and just look it up. It's very different, this sort of attitude. They're so sweet, my parents, and they do try and help. But my dad, he said to me, darling, why don't you join me on a wine appreciation course? That necessary, Dad? I appreciate wine, you believe me. And he's like, no, darling, this will help you appreciate really good wine. Why would I want to do that? Well, hang on a minute. So they're going to charge me money to make me hate something I love and make me prefer a more expensive version of it. I really don't understand that. I sound awful. I don't just like cheap wine. I like a lot of cheap wine. Right, and the absolute unsung hero, the gold standard of cheap wine is the wine box, which I think is a feat of engineering. Seriously, I never understand. If you want to buy me a present, buy me a wine box. This is my favourite. It's amazing. It comes with its own little tap, so you don't need a glass. Right? It lasts a good hour or so. And then once you've drunk it, you can rip into it. It's like an adult Kinder Surprise. You rip into it, and inside there's a little inflatable pillow, which you will need after drinking the wine box. So I explained to my dad. I said to him, Dad, I made my top trump of excuses. I said, Dad, I can't. I've got my little boy with me on that day. You're going to the wine appreciation course, so I can't go. I'm so sorry. The thing is, my little boy is my excuse for everything. I've got two kids. I've got a 9-year-old who's neurotypical, and my 12-year-old who's 13. He's quite severely disabled, and it's great. Right? Because he gets me out of everything I don't want to do. Do you want to join the PTA? Oh no, I couldn't possibly because of my son. Do you want to go on a really shitty cold dog walk? Oh no, he doesn't like walking. Sorry about that. What a terrible shame. So for all sorts of things I get out of, including the wine course. It's a funny sort of thing having a disabled child, because you'd think it would be terrible, but there's a lot of upsides to it. And that sort of thing that people say, the universe gives you what you need, not what you want. So I was always desperate to be an actor. And I was a little kid, and I was one of those shitty little kids that at Christmas would drag all the grown-ups into the sitting room and say, I want to do charades, and they'd all hate me forever. So I was that kid. And so as I grew up, I went to drama school, and I eventually ended up in a world in my late 20s where I was going on private jets. I went on yachts. I had a billionaire boyfriend. Not that one. Not that one either. I was having this kind of slightly pretentious life that obviously the 13-year-old me changed my name really liked. And I went, I think the universe took a look at me and went, she's going to become a right twat if we don't sort this out, isn't she? So what we'll do, the universe bequeathed me a disabled child. And there is nothing that keeps you more down to earth than a disabled child. So the house with the thin walls and everything, it wasn't ideal. It had a really rusty bathroom. And my son's in nappies, he's 13, he's pretty hairy, he's nothing like a lovely hairy nappy to sort out. And I played this game, which was where we're changing a nappy in the rusty bathroom, and I played this game called Is It Rust or Is It Shit? And I tell you what, nothing is more down to earth than keep playing a Is It Rust or Is It Shit game. And that's the thing, it's it does keep you down to earth, and it's and I think it's calmer. Because of the charades. You see, my son doesn't talk either. So there's a lot of signing in my house. We all do sign language. I say we all, not the dog, but me and my daughter and my son. So we're signing away, and my life has become one long game of charades. He's good at signing, but he's not very dexterous, so a lot of signs are like this. I'm like, okay, done, okay. What is it? Is it a book? Is it a film? I really don't know what we're signing. And but it's quite useful a lot of the time, because he's much better at signing than I am. It's useful with my special needs mums that I know, because we sometimes go to a bar or something, and you're like, what are you drinking? Oh, what, the same again? Like, yes, choose the hot waiter. Got it. Right. So and that's how the signing goes. But I've got this little, and my son as well. He knows signs that I don't know. So he started coming home, and when I'm talking to him, he goes like this. I'm like, what's that mean? Found out from his teacher it means shut up. His kids are going shut, and now I find myself going, don't you talk to me like that. My daughter, who's 9, she's trying to learn to sign. But the worst thing is she's copying me. This isn't good, because we were in the car the other day, right? And she's copying, and she said, Mummy, what does this mean? It means put your seatbelt on, darling. Put your seatbelt on. You telling that man to put his seatbelt on? I was telling him to put his seatbelt on. So like, Mummy, what's that sign mean? What's that sign that you said to that man? I just told that man we were going up north. That's what we're doing, we're going up north. Yeah. Mummy, is this unicorn? Yes, that's unicorn. That's definitely unicorn. That's exactly what we're doing. My God. But, so, it's surprisingly hilarious having a disabled kid. I mean, all kids are twats, they're just kids are twats. But disabled kids are really funny twats, they really are. It's amazing. So I went to a petting zoo the other day with a birthday party of disabled kids, and they're all hilarious in their own little ways. There's one kid there who is chewing the ear off. He doesn't stop talking, this kid, he's really short, and he's like, and another thing, did you realise that 40 chickens have 40 legs at a time? And nobody can really kind of follow, but you're also so discombobulated by it. Okay. Anyway, he was doing this to the petting zoo handler guy, and the guy was so distracted that he let go of the chicken. Suddenly his chicken is escaping. The children are screaming with absolute delight, and the guy's trying to chase the chicken, and the feathers are flying, and frankly, you'd never get this at a neurotypical birthday party. It was fucking hilarious. I'll tell you the other one, sports day. Nothing. Don't bother going to stand up. Go to a special school and watch sports day. It's the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is high jump. Run. And the thing is, they're so fucking pleased with themselves. Yeah! I did! It's just the best thing. And the other one, sprinting. The teachers line them up all in their row. Ready, bang! And they all run in different directions. They're so pleased about it. And the other one, so a lovely friend of mine, this is one of my favourites, this is the last thing I'll tell you. She has this little girl, so when she was born, she wasn't very well, and she had a tracheotomy in her throat. And as she was learning to speak, which was quite late, it gave her quite a deep voice. And so she was just learning certain words, and after a while, she was really inquisitive, and she was going around going, What doing? And so, he's still just, this little beautiful little blonde child comes up to you and goes, what doing? Just do this. What doing? And that's why I highly recommend hanging out with disabled kids. I mean, Emilie-Kate, like to meet you all.
And she reminded me, she said that she had grown a hair on her chin, which reminded me that last week, to my delight, I looked down and I'd grown my second snail trail hair. Yay! Apart from that, bald as an egg. Bet you didn't think